A Canadian company just bought $30 million in unsold downtown Toronto condos. They did it in one transaction, and they said publicly they are just getting started. When institutional money moves into a market like that, it means something. These are not emotional buyers. They are not guessing. They are reading data most people never look at. And here's what that data is actually showing right now. The GTA condo market is doing something it has not done in a long time. It is starting to show early stabilization signals. Not everywhere, not dramatically, but the numbers are shifting in a very specific direction. And if you are a first-time buyer, an investor, or someone sitting on the fence watching condos, this is the video you need to watch right now. Let me walk you through exactly what happened in April 2026. And why the condo story is more interesting than most people realize. Let's start with the raw numbers from April. Across the GTA, the average condo apartment sold for $635,653. That is down 6% year over year. The condo townhouse average came in at $755,780. That segment dropped 9% year over year. In the city of Toronto specifically, the average condo price was $665,507, also down 6% compared to April 2025. On the surface, those numbers look soft, and they are soft compared to peak levels. But here is the part that actually matters for buyers right now. The rate of decline is slowing. Prices are not falling faster month over month. The benchmark price for the broader GTA moved up 0.2% from March to April. That is a small number, but direction matters more than size at a turning point. And there is one specific condo number from April that stood out to me. Central Toronto condo sales grew 15% year over year in April. Not the suburbs, not the outer 905 region Central Toronto, and the average condo price there declined by only 4%. That is below the average rate of decline for the broader market. When the most in-demand urban core starts outperforming, that is a signal worth paying attention to. Now let me explain why this matters beyond just the price data. Supply tells a story that prices sometimes hide. In Central Toronto, condo supply sat at 5.0 months in April. That is below average for this time of year. For context, the broader GTA is sitting at 4.2 months of supply overall. That puts the market in balanced territory, but certain condo pockets are actually tighter than the headline number suggests. When supply is below average and sales are growing double digits, that combination historically precedes price stabilization. Market trends indicate conditions are improving in this specific segment. Analysts are observing that this is one of the more interesting shifts in the current GTA market, and almost nobody is talking about this yet. Most buyers are still focused on detached homes. Most investors are still watching the broader GTA headline numbers, but the condo market micro story is quietly developing underneath all of that. And before I continue, if you are finding this useful, hit subscribe so you never miss a GTA market update. Now back to what we were talking about. Let me tell you about the institutional signal. A Canadian real estate company just completed a $30 million bulk purchase of unsold condos in downtown Toronto. The buildings are located steps from Toronto Metropolitan University, and the company has publicly stated they are targeting $500 million in unsold condo acquisitions. Think about what that means for a moment. This is not a home buyer acting on emotion. This is not someone who just got approved for a mortgage and got excited. This is an institution with analysts, economists, and long-term capital deploying serious money into a market others are still calling uncertain. Institutional investors do not buy at the peak. They buy when others are hesitant. They buy when the data shows value before the headlines catch up. Current market data suggests this company sees something in the downtown Toronto condo market right now. The question every buyer and investor should be asking themselves is, what exactly do they see? Here's what I think the answer is. Prices are down significantly from 2022 peak levels. Inventory is high but starting to tighten seasonally. New condo sales in the GTA hit their lowest level since 1991 last year. That means the pipeline of future supply is shrinking dramatically. Less new supply entering the market over the next 3 to 5 years means existing condos become more valuable over time. Historically, GTA real estate has shown strong appreciation over multi-year cycles. Institutional buyers are positioning now, before the headlines say the recovery has arrived. Now let's talk about which specific parts of the GTA condo market are showing the clearest stabilization signs. Central Toronto is the standout right now. The numbers we just walked through confirm that. Buyers looking at condos near transit corridors, universities, and employment hubs are finding real value at current price levels. But the story is not only about the downtown core. Mississauga is worth watching closely. The average home price across all types in Mississauga came in at $966,615 in March 2026. That is down 7.6% year over year. But Mississauga's condo segment specifically, given proximity to Square One, the Hurontario LRT corridor, and major employment, has characteristics that support long-term demand. Vaughan is another market analysts are observing carefully. Prices there are down 6% year over year. But Vaughan remains one of the fastest-growing cities in the GTA by population over the past decade. Long-term demand fundamentals remain strong. Scarborough and North York are worth noting too. These are areas where condo prices have pulled back meaningfully from 2022 peaks. For first-time buyers, current price levels in these communities represent entry points that were not accessible 2 or 3 years ago. Many buyers in this market are finding opportunities in condo segments that were simply out of reach during the peak years. Here is what the broader market backdrop looks like right now. The GTA overall saw 5,946 homes sold in April. That is up 7% year over year. Active listings are at 25,110 across the GTA. New listings are down 9.2% year over year. That combination of rising sales and falling new listings is significant. Supply is still elevated compared to the frantic years. But the trend is pointing toward tightening conditions. The sales to new listings ratio held steady at 34.8% in April. The average days on market dropped from 47 days to 43 days in 1 month. That is not a dramatic shift, but the direction is consistent. What most buyers get wrong about this market is timing based on headlines. By the time headlines confirm a recovery, the best entry points are already gone. The data right now is showing early stabilization, not full recovery, but stabilization. Those are different things, and understanding the difference is what separates buyers who act well from buyers who act too late. So what should you actually do with this information? If you are a first-time buyer watching the condo market, this is worth taking seriously. Get pre-approved. Know your budget. Start visiting buildings in Central Toronto, Mississauga, North York, and Scarborough. The negotiating power buyers have right now is real. If you are an investor, the institutional bulk buying signal is hard to ignore. Current market data suggests condos near transit, employment, and post-secondary institutions represent the strongest value in today's GTA landscape. Do your due diligence. Speak to a licensed professional about what makes sense for your specific situation. Real estate can be a long-term wealth-building strategy when approached with proper research and professional guidance. If you already own a condo and have been worried about your equity, the stabilization signals are encouraging. The market is not back to peak levels, but the rate of decline is slowing, and the fundamentals that drive long-term GTA condo value have not disappeared. The people who pay attention to the early signals tend to be better positioned when the market moves. That is what the numbers are showing right now. What you do with that information is up to you.